Hi, I'm Navdan Sarya. In this video, we're going to talk about grayscale shader. So let's say you have a game that is colored, but you want to make it gray. It's too easy to do that. So without any further ado, let's begin. So for that, let's just create a project in here. Let's call it grayscale. And in here, I want to add a project from Marketplace. It's a simple free project on Marketplace, so you can download it by yourself. It's called Basic Platform Game Example. And I want to import it. I want to create project off of that. Let's save it. And now if we play it, and you can see we have this simple project in here. It is free and you can use it, but you have your own project, right? You want to make it gray for your project. So let's just open the room, and that is our room. We want to make it gray. So like most of my videos, I did create that object and shader that you need. And for that, just go to Marketplace, open Marketplace, and in Marketplace, just search for grayscale shader. I did upload it and add it to your account. And when you add it to your account, you can go back to your GameMaker and go to my library, refresh it, and let's find it. And here it is. You should download it first, and after that just click import. What you need is this object obj grayscale and this shader in here, and hit import, and it will be imported to your project. Now let's just close this, and what you need to do is just go to objects and find this obj grayscale and add it to your room. Now if you run it, you can see that is gray. There is some variable that you can change in this object that will look different. So if you go to your object that you add, object grayscale, and go select on variables in here, you can edit it to use another method to gray out your game. So now that we change it, let's just run it again, and you can see that is different, and it works on every game that you have, and you can change it in runtime as well. So now let's just change it again and run it. There is a small difference, and when you apply it to your game, you can see that difference. So that's how you can make your game gray. So I want to mention my friend that allowed me to use his shader, and he's David. I will put his site in the description down below. You can check his stuff. He has a lot of cool stuff in his site that in next few days and weeks I will talk about most of them. So you can check it out. Now let's get back to our GameMaker and open up this obj grayscale. You can see in create I said that don't draw our application surface because we want to apply the shader to it. So in create event we say application surface draw enable to 0. And after that I did create this uniform in here to pass the which shader to use to our shader. So in post draw you can see that I check whichever shader you select, and after that we pass the uniform to the shader, and after that we can use it in shader to set whatever shader we want to set. So if we go to our grayscale shader in Marketplace, you can see that there is, let's just open it, there is 4 type of shader in this object. So one is relative luminance, average color, max color, and average excluding mid channel, and you can see what effect it has on our game in here. So we can select that in our room in here. So you can see it, 4 type is provided in here, and you can select it and you will have this cool effect in here. So like most of shaders, we set the shader. After that we draw the application surface between the setting our shader and resetting the shader. And if we open the shader in here, you can see that we didn't do anything in vertex shader, but in the fragment shader you can see we get that uniform, that is which shader to use. And if it's 0, it will be the first option, that is max color. So you can see it that it has different code for which shader to use. If you want to know more about this shader and how we done it, you can go to David's site and you can search in that, and you can find that how he did it in his projects. So that's how easy you can apply grayscale shader to your project. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, like button, bell button. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. Bye.